friends, and welcome to Moving with Mo. I'm so happy to have you in my space today, and today I have a root chakra flow for you. So we will start today in a child's pose. You might need some blocks, and you might not. So just take what you need and meet me when you're ready. We'll start with our big toes connected, separating your knees just wide enough for the torso to fit through the thighs like a puzzle piece. Extend your arms forward. Relax your head down, allowing your forehead and maybe even your hairline to meet the mat. Start taking some big breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Imagine that you're sucking your air down through a straw, all the way to the base of the pelvis, feeling the lungs expanding all the way up to the clavicle bone. It's that collarbone right at your neck. As you exhale, you're following that breath all the way back out from the base of the pelvis. Feel the low belly drawing in and your rib cage drawing together. Reach your arms long like you're in a downward dog. Seal your lips. Begin your Ujjayi breath, creating a slight constriction in the back of your throat, making an oceanic or Darth Vader-esque sound. Maybe you can hear mine. This is our breath that will heat the body, which I'm not sure the weather you're dealing with, but it is snowing. We're waiting for the cyclone, the winter cyclone to go through Dallas. Three more breaths here. On your next inhale, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, find a tabletop. Turn your wrists to face your knees. Inhale, shift forward, exhale, shift back. Inhale, hips come forward. Exhale, sit back a little deeper. Keep this going while we're moving. Notice your abdominals. It's very easy to let go of your muscles here. You're trying to core set the abdominals together. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, find neutral, fingers face forward. Extend the right leg back. Inhale, sit back into the heel. Exhale, push through the toes. Inhale, reach the heel. Exhale, press through the toes. One more inhale. And exhale, press. Extend that leg out to the right. Walk your hands up under your shoulders and take the hands behind the head. Inhale, tilt to the left, look up to the right. Exhale, crunch in to the right. Inhale, lengthen to the left. Exhale, crunch into the right. Do one more here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, find a neutral spine. Find me in a tabletop. Right knee under right hip. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Inhale, push through the toes. Exhale, sink through the heel. Noticing your elbow joints, you want to soften the elbows here. Spread the fingers wide and grip through all 10. On your next inhale, extend your left leg out to the left. Crawl your hands up. Hands go behind the shoulders, or behind the head rather. I inhale, tilt over to the right. I exhale, crunch into the left. Inhale, tilt to the right. Exhale, crunch to the left. One more. Inhale, find a neutral spine. Hands come under shoulders. Left knee under left hip. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to work into a cat. Starting first at the tailbone, moving through lower back, middle back, upper back. Your head is the last to arrive. As I inhale, I begin to drop my belly as my tailbone lifts. Moving through my middle and upper back, my chest pulls through, and I feel my shoulders almost suctioning onto my back. Hands feel like they're screwing in towards my pinkies, gazing up to the sky. Keep cycling through this. Trying to articulate through the 26 vertebra of your spine. I know at the middle of my back, behind my chest, always feels like very compressed there. So as I work through it nice and slow, I feel some slight releasing. You're here for 10. Keeping your core contained. 4, 3, 2, inhale, find a neutral spine, tuck the toes, lift the knees and hover. Start to build a fire here. Maybe this is really intense and you drop the knees, and then you lift them. And then you drop them, and then you lift them. You're here for 5, steadying your breath. For 3, 2, inhale, down dog. Sigh. Maybe you find some more length in your dog. Maybe you feel tightness in the low back, so you take a big step up and soften your knees so the low back releases. We're letting our head and our neck be loose. We're pushing through our shoulders, gripping through our fingers. Maybe start to wag your tail side to side, shift the hips, bend the knees. On your next inhale, find stillness. Heavy exhale here. Inhale, right leg to sky. Exhale, bring your foot between your hands, low lunge. Steady here, big breath in. Step forward as you exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, step your left leg back. Start to heel toe your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Twisted runner's lunge. Extend your right arm to the sky, gaze up to your right fingers, try to stack your shoulders on top of each other and pull them into the spine. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your left knee, release your head down to your left shoulder. Start to windmill your back, or your top arm rather. So our shoulder can go through 360 degrees of rotation, but if we don't use it, we lose it. Start to go the other way with your circles. This is called circumduction. It is the action of taking your arm through this big circle. For 3, 2, take your right hand down, tuck your left toe, lift your left knee, inhale, exhale, downward dog. Big breath in, open mouth, exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale. Fabulous. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. As you exhale, bring your left foot between your hands, low lunge. Take an inhale, step up on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high, reach your spine forward. Exhale, take your right leg back. Start to heel toe your left foot to the outside of your left hands. Inhale, lift your right or left arm to the sky. Drop your right knee, release your head down to your bottom shoulder. Start to backstroke your top arm. Feel your right shoulder packing onto your back like it's suction cupping on. I like to try to screw my hand in towards my pinky. My hand won't move, but I feel some activation here. Reverse your circles in your left hand. Here for 3, for 2. Take your left hand down, tuck your right toe, lift your right knee, deep breath in. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into a plank. Hold your plank. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, feel your ribs and your hips coming closer together. Soften your elbows, squeeze your forearms. Make sure your shoulders are right over your wrists. Start to sit your core muscles in. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, start to lower down as slowly as possible. You could drop your knees here. You could keep them lifted. Your choice, your experience. Drop down to the belly, let everything go. Take a nice deep breath. Looking under us, press down through the tops of the feet and the pubic bone. Hands come under the shoulders and pull back on the mat. We begin to lift our head, baby cobra. Inhale. And exhale, release. Baby cobra, second time. Push down through the pubic bone, pull through the heels of the hands. Maybe the hands lift, push into the feet. Course the core muscles. And exhale, release. Again, final time, biggest expression. As you inhale, start to pull through the heels of the hands, push through the pubic bone. Maybe your feet lift. Maybe your arms lift. Reaching the crown of your head, feeling the back of the neck is long, squeezing the core together. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, engage the quadriceps so the thighs lift. Big breath in. Exhale, push up. Inhale, find your down dog. Pedal out your feet for a moment. On your next inhale, begin to tippy toe walk to the top of your mat, like you're moving through molasses. Happy squat. Big bend in the knee, start to sway. You might know this as ragdoll. We release all tension in our upper body. I nod the head, no. And then I finish with a yes. I can just feel the tension melting out of the vertebra of my neck, my middle back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and stack your spine one vertebra at a time. Take a moment here. Start to rock and roll on the toe to the heel. Try to find your center. We're moving into Tadasana. If you would like to have more energy today, your feet can be touching. If you need a little more grounding, feet shoulder width. I need a little more energy at the moment, so I'm going to connect my big toes. There's about an inch between my heels. To find my center, pick all my toes up, spread them out, and set them down. I press down through the big toe and the pinky toe, feeling the arch of my foot lift. I feel my kneecaps lifting from the engagement of my quadriceps. My hips come under my shoulders. I feel my corset muscles gathering, my rib cage lifting, and my shoulders rolling back. Reaching through the crown of my head, pushing down through my feet. Sun Salutation A. Inhale, circle, sweep arms to sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the heart half high. Exhale, step, hop, or float back to Chaturanga, bent elbows. You may bend your knees and drop them here. As you bend your elbows, you might not. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting through the thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go high. Take a moment, take some breaths. Feel your ribs expanding through the back body. Notice if there's any tension of the face. Can you let these muscles be loose and lax? Deep breath in. As you exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, circle, sweep arms to sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to prayer at heart center. Take a moment to feel the heat that you've built in your body with your Ujjayi breath. And maybe you're like, oh, breath, forgot about that. Me too, all the time. Let's focus on it in our Sun Salutation B. Inhale, chair pose, so hips back, heart reaches forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high, spine extends forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to bent elbows, Chaturanga, elbows and shoulders in a straight line. Flip your feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips high. Inhale, right foot steps forward, back heel spins down to a 45, hips square. I push down to the pinky toe side edge of my left foot. I pick up all the toes on my right foot, and I'm pushing my feet down into the mat, and I'm pulling them in together. My hips are trying to be as square as possible. I'm reaching my fingers. Exhale, hands to the feet to frame. Maybe I float through this vinyasa, right foot lifted. Maybe my right foot's on the floor. You decide. Inhale to your up dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, warrior one, back heel spins down, arms reach, hips square. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. Feel your ribs expanding 360 degrees. On your next inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Inhale, chair pose, sink hips back, heart reaches forward. Exhale, hands to parent heart center, Tadasana. All right, let's get started. Inhale, circle sweep arms to sky, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, step, hop, or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Release the left ankle down. Try to square your right hip. Big breath in. Exhale, opposite knee, opposite elbow twist. Inhale, three dog. Find a scorpion dog. Open your hips up. Allow your knee to fall to the left. Feel a stretch through the front side of the body. Inhale, extend your right leg, square your hip back down to the floor. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot between the hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rooting through the front foot, we rise. Hips are square, arms are framing our ears. Big breath in. As you exhale, sweep your right arm back. As your left arm comes forward, rotate through your chest. Take a moment here, try to bend into the front knee. Pull your right shoulder back as your left shoulder steers forward. Gaze past your right fingers. Shoulder blades pinch into spine as we reach our fingers away. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, find a high crescent. Exhale, low lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, ha. One more, inhale. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right elbow or tricep. Inhale, lengthen, left leg long. Scorpion dog, open the hips. Allow the left knee to bend. Feel a stretch through the pelvis. Release your head. On your next inhale, lengthen your left leg, square both hips to the floor. Exhale, left foot, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Take your moment. Find your posture. As you exhale, left arm sweeps back, right arm sweeps forward. Shoulder blades pinch into spine, fingers reach, gazing to the left hand. Can you deepen into the left leg? Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, hands to frame the front foot. Option to step back to your down dog. Option to take a vinyasa. If I was to take a vinyasa, I might extend my left leg back, bend the elbows to 90 degrees. Knees could be on the floor here, flipping to my up dog, and down to my downward facing dog. Take 3 big breaths here. We are adding on to that flow. Maybe you've taken a drink, maybe you've taken a child's pose, right where we started. If we did need to take a break, that's where I want you to go. Join me when you're ready at a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, shift and twist to the left. Extend your right leg in front of your left leg. You could keep your left hand on the floor and stay here, or you could pick your left hand up. Let your left foot fall so the heel is on the ground. Stack your shoulders, inhale, look up at your left hand. Try to push your hips up to the sky. One more breath. And exhale, release the left hand down. Put pressure into both hands. On your inhale, pull your right leg back through under your left and extend it to the sky, down dog. Heavy inhale. Heavy Ujjayi exhale. On your next exhale, begin to open into your scorpion dog. You could stay at your scorpion dog or begin to flip. I allow my foot on my left side to shift. As I reach my right foot down, my right arm will lift. All my pressure's in my left hand. I'm going to allow my heart to open to the sky, push my feet down so my hips are lifted to the sky. Reaching my right arm forward, and I'm gazing through my right fingers. Pushing through my left shoulder, so I'm not dumping into any joints. I'm pushing pressure down into the ground. On your next inhale, look down at your left hand. As you exhale, plant your right hand down and begin to shift your weight back to your 3 dog. Good job. On your exhale, step your left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent lunge, root to rise. Exhale, right arm sweeps back, left arm sweeps forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, charging crescent hinge. I'm pushing my right hip back as my heart is reaching forward. I've got an imaginary beach ball between my arms. On your next inhale, we step forward, chair. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana, hands to prayer at heart center. Allowing the weight to fall into my right side, I pick up my left knee. Take a deep breath in, find cactus elbows. As I exhale, twist to the left. I might take my right hand to the outer side of my left thigh and just turn with a little more intention. Big breath in. And exhale, release forward, hands to prayer at heart center. Soften your right knee. Push your right hip back, let your chest fall forward, warrior 3. Noticing your left hip, we want it square to the ground. Your left toes aiming to the floor. Reach your fingers long in front. Your hands could stay at a prayer. We could airplane the arms, or we could even wrap them behind our back. For 3, pressing down through the big toe and the pinky toe for 2. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, step, hop or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. You could go through your Vinyasa. You could go straight through to down dog. All right, friends, last part of this flow, and then we get to down regulate. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, shift to the right and twist. Let your right foot fall, heel to the floor. Extend your left leg through behind your right arm. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you push into your left hand, open your chest, and lift your right arm to the sky. Try to press your hips up. Push your feet down. Inhale. Exhale, take your right arm down. Inhale, bring your left leg through and back to your 3 dog. Take a heavy inhale. As you exhale, find scorpion dog or open up to wild things. So first I just bend my left knee and open my hip. Allow my right foot to rotate as I reach my left foot back, my left arm lifts. Hips are reaching to the sky, left arm reaching forward, pushing down through my right hand. So I'm not dumping into my joints. I'm pushing down to lift myself up. Inhale. Look down at your right hand, left hand finds the floor. I begin to flip over back to my 3 dog. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your left foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, root to rise. Exhale, twist. Left arm reaches back, right arm forward. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, charging crescent, hinge. Big breath in, chair pose. Hands to prayer, Tadasana. Take a deep breath in, allow the weight of the body to fall into the left leg, lift the right leg to the sky. Inhale, bring your elbows to cactus. Exhale, twist to the right. Maybe my left hand finds the outer part of my right thigh, and I just twist a little deeper here, and then I go back to my cactus elbows. Take an inhale. As you exhale, release to center, hands to prayer at heart center. I soften my left knee, I push my left hip back, finding my warrior 3. My hip wants to maybe turn out to you guys, to my toes turn out to the sidewall, so I'm really squeezing through my right side to aim my hips to the ground. And I might wiggle and wobble, and I might fall, and that's okay. We're just playing. There's no expectations here. We're just exploring what our body can do. Reach your fingers, reach your toes, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart half high. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon. Right knee to your right wrist. Maybe you push your left foot back a little deeper. When I inhale, lift my arms to the sky. Exhale, fold over my leg. If you find your right hip is really lifted, you might find something to put underneath. A yoga block, a pillow, anything. Just something comfy. Settle in, relax your jaw, soften your brows, let go of your abdominal muscles. Here for 60 seconds, breathing into the outer right thigh. And maybe you're not all the way to the ground. Maybe you have some extra blocks, so you stack them up on top of each other, make it a little pillow. Take 3 more breaths. On your next inhale, find your hands under your shoulders, tuck your left toe, lift your left knee, press into your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, release your head and neck. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, exhale, half pigeon. Settle in, inhale, lift your arms, exhale, fold over your left leg. Take a moment, settle in, breathe into the outer left hip. This can be the hardest part of our whole practice, is the stretching. So make sure you're taking really deep breaths. This tells your nervous system to relax and to allow those muscles to soften. Imagine that each air particle is going to that muscle specifically, to that area of your body that's tense or tight. On your next inhale, find your hands under your shoulders. Tuck your left toe, or your right toe rather. Lift your right knee, push into the hands, downward dog. Exhale as hips go high. Start to walk your feet into your hands and meet me in a seat. Feet go to the floor, arms come forward. Heel the spine down, one vertebra at a time. Figure 4, extend your right leg to the sky. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Grab the right thigh, inhale. As you exhale, arms to T, allow your legs to fall to the right. So we're trying to keep the left shoulder blade on the ground. If you find that the knee can't reach the floor, you could have blocks, pillows up here to support the leg. If the shoulder is off of the floor, we've gone too far. So I'm pushing my left shoulder down. Maybe I'm looking up to the sky. Maybe I'm looking over to the left. And this might be really crazy, so I might just uncross that and just bring my left knee over my right leg without the figure 4. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, out across, release, come back through center, bring the knees to the chest. Just rock right to left, give yourself a lovely lower back massage. Extend the left leg to the sky, inhale. Right ankle crosses over left knee. Take a deep breath in, grab the back of your left thigh, pull it to you. As you exhale, arms to a T, legs fall to the left, right shoulder blade stays on the floor. I look up or I gaze over to the right. As I inhale, I think open. As I exhale, I think up. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. One more breath here. And exhale, release. Happy baby. You could grab for your outer calves, ankles, the outer edges of your feet. You might even grab just the backs of your thighs. That's fabulous. Take what you need. This is your journey, your experience. Forearms are staying inside of the calves. I'm flattening the sacrum, the lowest part of our back, flattening my shoulders. I like to find stillness or move here. Your way is the right way. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release, grab yourself into a nice ball and give yourself a lovely hug. Fill yourself up with some gratitude today. You came, you showed up, and you did a fabulous job. It's always so great to have you in my space. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And maybe by the time you're watching this, I have my root chakra singing bowl. If that's the case, go over to my meditations, find it, and you can listen to it for your Shavasana. Hope you guys have happy holidays and enjoy the rest of your day.